What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be doing another episode of our road to the throne. I want to start in my team rep. I am Amethyst 2 on my road towards Amethyst 3. I know that you guys are going to say, Ty, you grind the game that much? I actually do play the game a lot. And a lot of it is just me really right now working in trying to get the ultimate badges, right? The rewards stink, but I do want to get these legend badges and just start upgrading my team slightly more. So that's just something I am grinding right now. And how am I grinding that? Well, really, I'm grinding it in Breakout. Right now, I've got 2 mode completion. I've really got 5 out of the 13 needed in Breakout, and that's something I am slowly grinding. So you guys can see right now, I've got 49 triple threat wins, and I've got 36 clutch time wins. So I've got a lot, a lot, done already. As far as my squad, I went back to running Andrew Wiggins. Last week, I ran Richard Hamilton, and I like Richard Hamilton a lot. I just feel like, I don't know, with the current state of the game and where it's at, it's so important to have somebody that can get on the rim. And Andrew Wiggins does that a little bit better. I also am looking to replace, eventually, my Jason Kidd. Now, for who or how is that going to look? What is that going to look like? I don't know, right? Like, there's so many different guys that I wouldn't mind. Like, I wouldn't mind adding Ron Harper back. I wouldn't mind trying out Jalen Suggs, Marcus Smart. I need a guy that's going to play defense and get on the rim, though. Those are the 2 non-negotiables for whatever next point guard I get, is I need somebody that's going to get on the rim and play good defense. I've also thought about maybe getting Amethyst Josh Giddey, seeing what he can get into. The Tyreke Evans looks interesting, although I know his release obviously wouldn't be ideal. So there's a long list of guys that could potentially be my point guard. But until somebody really stands out, and this is going to sound bad, until somebody stands out, I'm going to keep running Jason Kidd. As far as other upgrades I'm looking at possibly making, well, I want a better Andrew Wiggins. I know it sounds foolish, but if I'm going to still run Andrew Wiggins, I want the best Andrew Wiggins possible. There's not a lot of Andrew Wiggins posted, though, so that's kind of a situation that I'm going to have to deal with. As far as other than that, Diamond Jaren Jackson Jr., I do want to eventually try him out, and I don't want to pay a ridiculous price for him. So it's kind of tough because I do want to soup Jaren Jackson Jr., but I don't want to pay 900,000 MT for him. So I just got to find, again, the right balance of not overly spending, but still getting the right situation for Jaren. So who would he replace? Probably Kwame Brown, but again, I'd need the right Jaren to ultimately replace what I've got going on. I want to eventually get all these, right? Because there are so many Hall of Fame badges, and right now that's so important. But the problem is you need all of these Season 1 rewards for them. And so MT-wise, that is going to cost a lot of MT for me to go and get all of these cards. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat things. That's going to cost a lot of MT. It's not going to be easy to do. And again, there's just not many of these players up. But at the end of the day, there's so much, so many badges in here that I could easily get. And again, it's going to cost me some MT. So it's just weighing the pros and the cons of the situation. But it's just hard for me knowing all of these badges could possibly be available for me and that I'm not going and getting them. So it is a tough situation. It's not a situation I love. It's something that I'm at least going to look at doing. But again, with the prices of these cards, it's just not realistic for me to do right now. So again, the nice part about, I guess, these in-season challenges is they don't expire, right? Like, they'll go forever. And so I can somewhat take my time with them. But again, the longer I wait, the tougher it's going to ultimately, be. So I don't know, maybe I'll try to, snipe some of these cards for cheap and just start adding them to my collection. But I don't love it, right? Like, I don't love that I gotta go and do all this for badges. Like, I gotta spend all of this MT to get some badges. With the way the auction house is right now, it's not easy to make MT. It's not, right? Like, it's going to be, continue to just kind of be a long process, selling some things, trying to stack up MT. And at the end of the day, MT doesn't go very far. It doesn't. So I got to prioritize where I spend, what I'm spending on, all those types of things. In reality, though, guys, it's just not a great situation to be in for the consumer. Wild gem cards are expensive. They are. Say what you want about them. They're expensive. If you're wanting, the Aitons of the world, those type of cards, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. So for me, I'm just holding, pretty steady with my squad. Again, trying to slowly upgrade cards. So for example, like Scottie Pippen. Should I put Hall of Fame handles for days, bailout on him if he is going to play this weekend? Even Shifty Shooter. These are the things that in the decisions that I'm going to have to make. Same thing with Joel Embiid. If I've got a badge that can improve Joel Embiid, Am I going to apply it to him? Well, probably, especially if it's a badge that he really can use. So for example, like none of these are really a Joel Embiid badge. Slippery off ball would be. But those are the things too that I'm at least thinking about right now. To ultimately try and improve my squad. Again, making MT is the main priority right now. As far as the next upgrade for my squad, well, it's tough because I really think the point guard position is my next big upgrade that I need to make. But there's just not a whole lot there at the point guard position that I love. I would really like to get Dyson Daniels, but again, that's not probably going to happen. So it's just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, right? I need a point guard, but I don't know what the right place to go is. Maybe Josh Giddey, but again, there's none of him up. I've got these XP boosts that I can use. I've got 2 of them left. If I combine that with Breakout, we're going to have Chris Bosh here soon. Problem is, I don't know if Chris Bosh is ultimately going to play for me. So we've got a lot of things, a lot of positive things to be excited about. For me personally, I just wish I could be excited about the game mode. And I think that's what I'm really kind of, I don't want to say disappointed or mad at, but it's like, dang, man, if I could just be excited about this game mode, I would have a lot to look forward to. But it's just like right now, there's just nothing to look forward to until 2K starts caring about the community. I'm going to continue to sell some of these cards that I can sell, but dang, man, I just wish I had something more to ultimately look forward to. So it is what it is at the end of the day. If you have any of these wild gem cards, they are selling for a lot. I would recommend you guys taking the time, go through and sell them because again, you've got a lot of MT just sitting in your collection if you are not taking advantage of it. So just kind of my 2 cents, my pieces of recommendation for me. Gonna try to sell some cards, get some badges, make some MT, and that's really where I'm at right now. We're on the verge of 1.5 million MT here soon. On the verge of getting some extra legend badges, on the verge of completing level 40. Got a lot of things going for me. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I gotta lock in and win King of the Court this week. Let's go, let's lock in.